Hello, my name is Don Shotwell, and I am the conservative candidate for Blue Mound City Council, Seat 4, in tomorrow's election. In less than 24 hours, citizens from every walk of life will descend upon this city to cast their vote and determine the future of the city of Blue Mound. This is how important this election is. Everything is riding on this election. Marxist Democrat policies have infiltrated and subverted their way into our local government. Our police department was defunded in 2022, leading to the hiring of a city administrator. That defunding, that police department budget paid for. In a town that is less than 1 square mile, less than 2,500 people. And yet we've hired a city administrator for almost $90,000 a year to do the job that we elected the mayor to do. And yet the only thing the mayor does is plan parties and run the food bank. And we're paying her $1,800 a month to do that. In addition to paying the city secretary almost $60,000 a year to do her job. And I'm still not even sure what the hell she does. She's supposed to be helping the mayor govern, but she's not doing it. My question is the current administration so inept that they are trying to sell us this bill of goods that we cannot live without this city administrator? Because that's how they're playing it. If I have never been in an evaluation like I had been in a few months ago, whenever we did the evaluation of the city administrator. Now, I can't speak much about that, but I can tell you this. To hear the mayor speak of her, you'd think that she was talking about God Almighty. And I'm sorry, but I don't think so. No. You can try to sell us this bill of goods all you want to, but we're not buying it. And neither are the citizens. Your choices in this upcoming election are to continue down the path we're going. And the current administration will tell you it's about maintaining progress. That this is about prosperity, maintaining progress and prosperity. That this is what all the rest of the cities in Texas are doing. That this is what all these other cities are doing. I'm sorry, I couldn't care less what other cities are doing. I care about what Blue Mound is doing. Because Blue Mound has the ability and needs to stand on its own 2 feet. We are becoming a city of renters. And by that I mean we are renting city services from other cities, like Everman and Saginaw, for 911 and police dispatch and jailing services. And it's unsustainable. We are cannibalizing our police department. And it's only a matter of time before they start coming for other departments. The Marxist Democrat policies that are being touted by this administration are something I thought I would never see in this city. I thought I would never... this is Texas. This is a red state. And yet, the whole reason I got involved in the city council in the first place is because of what I saw. The defund the police movement that comes straight out of the left, from the BLM, from Black Lives Matter movements and Antifa and places like that. On top of that, you've got the people that are running in this election. My opponent, for instance, is a Democrat. There is a big big to do about on Facebook about what was said about my opponent in this race, about Paul Lennox. And it's unfortunate, but that is what the modern Democrat Party has become. The modern Democrat Party is full of Marxists, and they are selling this country out, and they are going to sell the city out. You're seeing it happen one piece at a time, as the old Johnny Cash song goes. Now, you have a choice before you in this election. We can keep going the way we're going until eventually this city is destroyed, and we get annexed into Tarrant County, or Fort Worth, or Saginaw. Or we can give Blue Mound back to the citizens and take it out of the hands of the elites that think that they know how to run this city better than you do. I wholeheartedly disagree. This is a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. I represent you. And as far as my opponent being a Democrat and the big blow up on Facebook, it does not matter. It does not matter where his kids went to school. It does not matter who they played football for, what branch of service they enlisted in, what brigades they command, or how many men and women they've commanded in battle, or what medals they've been awarded. The only thing that matters is the ideology and political leanings of Paul Lennox and Edgar Valencia. Linda and I are the conservative candidates. We are the conservative candidates. If you want Marxist Democrat policies, and I don't think you do, then we can let the city continue the way it's going. Or we can fundamentally transform it. And like Mark Levin said, if you want to fundamentally transform something, you don't love or even like the thing. And no, I don't love or even like what I'm seeing go on in our city right now. I don't. Because I think you, the people, deserve better. So the choice is yours. The choice is yours. I ask you, give us an opportunity to give you back your city. Give us the chance to represent you. And I promise you this. You will not be sorry. Because we will represent you to the best of our ability and not our own interests. Another thing I want to touch on before I sign off here. There's been a nasty rumor going around about one of the first things that we want to do after we gain, or if we gain the majority in the city council, is that one of the first things we want to do is get rid of Chief Segura. And I am here to tell you that nothing could be further from the truth. I have absolutely no desire whatsoever to get rid of Chief Segura. I don't know where these rumors are coming from, but I know this. They are meant to do one thing. They are disinformation. They are lies. And they are meant to discredit the people who will actually do the most good for this city. It is our job to represent you and your interests, and to make policy changes that will be in the best interest of the citizens of this town, such as getting rid of the failed policy of community policing. I don't know where this idea stemmed from in this city, or how it came about. I do know that it was unilaterally instituted, and the city council was not involved in the decision to institute it. It was something that this administrator that we just got through speaking about, it was something this administrator unilaterally instituted without even consulting the council. Community policing is something that comes out of the left. It comes from fundamentally redefining what Americans are, how Americans view crime, and redefining it to where, well, it's not the criminal's fault. It's not the criminal's fault. It's the oppressive system. It's the oppressive system that they are in that makes them do these crimes. So, in a sense, they're not responsible for it. That's what community policing, that's what it boils down to. Okay? That's the ideas behind community policing. And it has no place in modern society. Because I'm having neighbors come and talk to me about having their vehicles broken into, about having their houses broken into. We're having cops that rarely ever drive down the streets. Most of the time they're sitting on their ass in the police station and not patrolling the streets. Why? Because the city administrator won't let them do their job. And the one time that they do, the one time I did see a police officer go down my street, they had their lights on. So as to warn the criminals, hey, stop what you're doing for a moment. Stop what you're doing for a moment, because we're driving by. You can continue after we've left, but stop, just letting you know we're here. So just stop breaking into that person's vehicle, and after we've left, then you can. That's basically what it amounts to. That's basically what it amounts to. And it's not the fault of the officers. The officers want to do their job. The officers want to do what they signed up to do, which is to protect and serve. But they're not being allowed to do their job by this city administrator. In closing, I want to say this. The choice is very simple. We can continue down an unsustainable path, or we can make the choice to fundamentally transform our city and give the control back to the citizens of Blue Mound and take it out of the hands of a non-elected, non-citizen elite who thinks that she knows how to plan your lives better than you can do so yourself. It's absolutely asinine for a town of less than 2,500 people, less than 1 square mile, to pay a city administrator almost $90,000 a year. For what? I mean, you would think that this person was running the city of Fort Worth. But nothing can be further from the truth. For 65 years, since Blue Mound was incorporated in 1957, for 65 years, the city ran just fine. We don't need the city administrator. We don't need community policing. We need to reinstitute the policies that protect these that protect the citizens, that protect our people. We need to reinstitute the policies that that give this city back to its people. Of the people, for the people, of the people, by the people, and for the people. You deserve better than this. The people of Blue Mound deserve better than what you've been given by the current administration. And if you elect myself Don Shotwell to seat 4, City Council. And if you elect Linda Boyles Watson, to seat 3, you will have your city back. You will get your city back. Thank you for your time. God bless.